Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul up here, and today I have just reacted to Lucy Thomas in concert. It was just a fantastic show, and I'm gonna give you a review of it. So I just finished watching it, and it was an online concert. Thank you so much to Anna Cruz for letting me know about it. And I just I didn't even expect it. In fact, it's been just a few weeks since I found out about Lucy. I reacted to her just once or twice before, but then Anna Cruz came in and said, "Hey, watch a few things, and there's a concert going on." And I was like, "Sure, yeah, let me check it out." So I just watched it, and oh my, it was mind blowing. If you guys don't want any spoilers, then don't watch the rest of this video because I'm gonna talk to you about the concert and how it went down. And if you do want to watch my full concert reaction, go over to Buy Me a Coffee or to Patreon, and you can watch it over there, the full reaction. Um, it started off with Lucy Thomas just saying thank you to everyone for joining in. She did have a little bit of a nervous voice, so I could tell how important the night would be for her because of that kind of like trembling voice. And she's like, "Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining." You know, um, and then the show started with the first song, which was "Always Remember Us This Way," which is a Lady Gaga song from The Star Is Born. And at first, I didn't recognize it from that movie. I even mentioned throughout the reaction that she could do a few songs from The Star Is Born, but yeah, that was the first song she actually did from the concert. Always Remember Us This Way, and it started really strong. Great vocals as always, and you could see that if she was nervous, that didn't show in her performance at all. Maybe she was nervous at first, talking, but singing, you couldn't feel a single tremble in her voice. It was just really, really, really. Um, she was really in her zone. She was really on that night, and yeah, she did a great job with that song as well. 100% confident. Then she moved on to "The Way We Are." Sorry, "The Way We Were," Barbara Streisand, and I learned something new about her that I didn't know. Barbara Streisand is one of her favorite singers, and there was a question in the chat where they asked, "Who would you love to collab with?" And Barbara Streisand was the first that came to mind. And we're going to talk more about Barbara Streisand in a few minutes, but she explained how this is you know a favorite of hers, and then she sang the song "The Way We Were," which is also very beautiful, and yeah, it was really nice to hear that. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because you can see that in the reaction, and I don't want to make this video too long. But then she went to Songbird, which she said she hadn't done this before, and it was the first time we were going to see it, and it was beautiful. It's a Fleetwood Mac song, and from what I understood, performed it for the very first time, and she did a great job with that. And then she moved on to Run, which apparently she sang when she was 10 years old, running in the beach. And I was thinking to myself, that's crazy. This is a song from Snow Patrol, and Leona Lewis also killed it with her cover of it. But this is absolutely insane that at 10 years old she would sing such a technical song like that. I haven't seen that video yet. As I said, just recently found out about Lucy Thomas, and I'm really glad I could catch her concert today. And yeah, Run. I also saw that a lot of people cover this, but it's very, very hard to sing. And it's a beautiful, beautiful song, by the way. I always get kind of like a little bit emotional when I listen to it. And then she sang I Can't Make You Love Me," which is a Bonnie Raitt song, which is also very emotional. What I noticed was her performance was really like almost like a heartbreak performance. Like her whole set list was just kind of like the romantic 90s kind of music. Um, she only sang ballads. which was amazing to see because I believe, from what I understood, she is 20 years old, and we don't see the younger generation choose these ballads, these banger songs. Normally, people go with the more mainstream popish stuff, and they forget the classics. And no, she killed it, and she is she's so smart because her voice fits all of these songs. It's just absolutely amazing. Um, and then she sang The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face by Roberta Flack, which I believe one of these songs, I don't know if it was this one or the one before, I can't remember exactly, but one of these songs she dedicated to one of her loved ones, which sadly passed away. And she also had a moment there, which was an emotional moment where she addressed the fans and also mentioned she had lost one of the fans, one of the supporters. And it was a beautiful sentiment. It was a beautiful performance also. It is just something that you can tell her personality is just unique because mentioning the people we've lost along the way, and she really she really got emotional in that as well. And then she, you know, reaching the halfway point, um, she introduced her band also as a sign of support, and also mentioned that they are very good. And it's really always great to work with people that are very talented around you. And then she set us up for a surprise at the end, which I'm not going to give you a spoiler, but if you watched it, you know. And then she went into There You'll Be, a Faith Hill song, which at this point it was getting more and more emotional. And I thought she was going to slow down, because at this point she's been singing 7 songs straight, back to back. I thought, maybe she'll slow down a little bit. Maybe she starts with the stronger voices, the more technical songs. Like Run is a very technical song. It's hard to do. But no, I was wrong. She then sang Open Arms, a Journey song, which was made popular by Mariah Carey. Not an easy song to sing, especially if you compare with Mariah Carey, who has amazing vocals. But Lucy Thomas, you know, gave Mariah Carey a run for her money, and it was absolutely amazing. One of my favorite songs, "Open Arms," just very beautiful. Journey has absolutely an amazing set list, also classics. And when you look at the set list that she chose, the songs that she chose, Barbara Streisand, Fleetwood Mac, Snow Patrol, Roberta Flack, Faith Hill, Journey, Bonnie Raitt, maybe Lady Gaga. A lot of people choose Lady Gaga nowadays, but the selection here, it has a it has a clear it has a cohesiveness to it, because it just fits very well. And then somebody asked in the chat, male singer that she would sing with, and I was thinking, maybe Ed Sheeran, but no, she went with Luther Vandross. She would have loved singing with Luther Vandross, but then she said, "Okay, but if I am going to sing nowadays, then I would choose." Louis Capaldi was one of the names that she brought up, which you can see that she is very cohesive with her taste in music. And I don't know if it's her parents who gave that to her, you know, brought up a very. I think they showed her the best in music, but I think it's more of personal taste too. She has very good taste in music. Um, and then she sang a song which is very, very deep, very emotional. She Used to Be Mine by Sarah Bareilles. I hope I'm not butchering the name, but at some point, this was the most emotional point for me, because the lyrics are so strong, so profound, and it feels like she made it her own. She feels like she made it personal, so much so that at the end, she almost couldn't finish the song, but she handled it perfectly well. It was emotional, and then she just took a break, took a breather, and then went back to it. Absolutely, very like high class the way she did it. And then she introduced a new, unlocked a new level in her career of singing country, which is very interesting. She says she doesn't do it a lot, but she wanted to try it out, and it did very well. Jesus Take the Wheel is the song by Carrie Underwood. I thought she was going to sing How Do I Live? Because that's one of my favorite songs of Carrie Underwood. And, you know, it's from the movie Con Air. I love the ending of Con Air, that climax scene. How could I live without you? That song also could have been a great song. Or is it Trisha Yearwood? Am I mistaking these two? Or because I know, wait a second, How Do I Live? Let me do that. How Do I Live? Leanne Rhymes or Trisha Yearwood? Sorry, I completely mistook them. Yeah, and I just remember now. That's not Carrie Underwood. I'm so sorry. Carrie Underwood is a country, also gospel singer, and for some reason, I could have said two names: Leanne Rhymes or Trisha Yearwood, and I said Carrie Underwood. That was my mistake. I'm sorry. And then she mentioned that she got a question in the chat, and somebody asked what was the hardest song for her to learn, and then she said the hardest song was Woman in Love, because it was a very important song to her. Barbara Streisand, one of her favorites, and you can see it is one of her favorites because she has two Barbara Streisand songs in her set list. And she said this was the hardest song for her to sing, and it took her a while to master it and feel like it's okay to post. So it took her a while, and then she finally did, and people loved it. And by the end of the show, her last, you know, I'm not going to give the spoiler, but there will be a concert out there. Okay, yeah. By this time, you already know. So go ahead and check out the tickets. Actually, I'm going to help promote it. She said she's going to do a Christmas concert. There it is. Spoiler alert. And you guys can go and help promote, purchase, and you know, she says it's going to be in Liverpool, so that's pretty cool. I love concerts like Christmas themed, even better. And then she ended the live show with Hallelujah, because she said it would be offensive if she didn't play it. Hallelujah, Leonard Cohen. And I think the reason she said that is because, is that her most viewed video? I'm not sure. I could check that out for you guys. Let me just pull that up and see if that's. But the thing is, when I search up Hallelujah, the first song that actually shows up is hers. So if you go over to Google and you Google Hallelujah, you can see that Leonard Cohen shows up, but Lucy Thomas shows up right beside him. So I think she might probably have the most viewed Hallelujah song out there. Sorry about that, guys. I opened her video here just to see how many views this is sitting at. 64 million views. So that answers the question why she said it would be offensive not to do that one. And it is her most viewed video of all time on her channel. 64 million views. And it is 3 times more than her second place one. So yeah, absolutely incredible. And I think it was the first song that I did of hers. Actually, the first one I reacted to was Woman in Love, which that is sitting at let's take a look at her channel here. That is sitting at 5.9 million. Incredibly, I don't know how, but that was the first time I ever saw Lucy Thomas, Woman in Love, which is really, what a coincidence, because it's one of her favorite songs. And the second one was Hallelujah. And incredibly, you guys didn't watch my Hallelujah reaction. We have 8,000 views on my reaction to Woman in Love, but we only have like 1,000 people who watch Hallelujah. So if you want to go catch up, I will do a Lucy Thomas playlist over here so you guys can check it out. But guys, if you want to watch the full concert reaction, you can go over to Patreon or to Buy Me a Coffee, and you can watch it over there. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. I really did. And, you know, it's definitely something that I will, this is a channel, Lucy Thomas is a channel that I will definitely check out more of. But if you do want to request a video while supporting the channel, go over to Buy Me a Coffee to request videos. You can leave a suggestion in the comments as well, or you can join me on Twitch Live to redeem a video as well and show me some more of Lucy Thomas. With that said, thank you for the support. Thank you guys for watching. Click over here for more videos. I think I'm going to put a Lucy Thomas playlist over here so you can watch all of the videos. See you soon, guys. Take care for now. Bye-bye.